And welcome back to Chicago Bulls Insider. Today, we are talking about Game 3 of the Summer League as the Chicago Bulls beat the Indiana Pacers 114-105. So we're getting ready to recap all the action here. And so before we go ahead and we jump into it, I first want to remind you to slam dunk on that subscribe button, just like Modest Buzelis slam dunks in games. And so in exchange for slamming on that subscribe button, I'm going to give you nothing but daily content around the Chicago Bulls. So make sure that you hit that like, you hit that subscribe, and you join the Chicago Bulls Insider family as we talk nothing but Chicago Bulls basketball. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump into it as the Chicago Bulls get their first win in the NBA Summer League, beating the Pacers here. And so there were some terrific standouts. I definitely think that the rookies showed out a bit here, and we got some good play from Modest Buzelis. And so let's start there because I definitely think that, Modest Buzelis was the MVP of the night, so to speak, because he came back with vengeance after missing game 2. They went ahead and sat him out, didn't want him to play in a back-to-back, and man, he was focused today. And so you can see that Modest Buzelis comes in with the 28 points +1 in the plus-minus box score. Now, he did have 4 turnovers, but still 1 block, 1 steal. He had 1 assist. He had 5 rebounds, but you see 10 of 13 from the free throw line. He did a great job as far as getting to the free throw line, 2 of 4 from downtown and 8 of 14 from the field. But man, Modest Buzelis had some highlights. He caught a terrific lob in this game. And so we got a chance to see just the growth from Modest Buzelis. And man, I'm super excited to see what this young man is going to do into year 2. And what I love about it is that just Modest was so assertive out there, and just really you could tell, just from a leadership standpoint and just going out there with confidence. And that's what you want to see in year 2 of Summer League. And so no doubt about it, I cannot wait till Modest Buzelis gets out there and he is playing with everybody else. I want to see, how the offense is going to change. Are they going to draw up some more plays for him? And I really think the fact that him handling the basketball is going to help him out a lot, because I do think that that is something that he absolutely can do. He didn't get a chance to be featured as much last season, but man, I think it's going to be on full display here. So Modest Buzelis coming in and taking care of business. He was our MVP. And so next, I want to go ahead and jump into our rookies. And so I think a lot of people were worried about game 1 for the rookies, wanted to see what would happen. And again, with Summer League, you got to take it with a grain of salt, but still it is competition, and it's all about getting better, and it's all about stacking days here. And that's how you get better, I think, as a player, or just really in anything that you're doing. And so, look, I think that, Noa Eessengue and then also to Lachlan, Olbrich both took a huge step here. And so looking at Noa Eessengue and starting there, I thought he was terrific today. So he had 21 points. He combined with Modest Buzelis for a total of 49 points today, but +3 in the plus-minus box score, only 1 turnover, didn't have a block, didn't have a steal. He had 1 assist. He had 3 rebounds. He was 4-4 from the free throw line. So good to see that he got to the free throw line and made all of his free throws. 3 of 8 from downtown, which I thought was big today, because there were a couple of those that he shot with just confidence here. And so I love that he came back and he was fearless today there. 7 of 14 from the field in 31 minutes. And so number one, with Noa Eessengue, I'm just glad to see that he was able to play and he didn't have to sit out due to the injury, because remember, we were talking about the contusion that he had there in game number 2. And so he was able to come back there. But what I saw from Noa Eessengue today was just a player that was fearless. I thought he was aggressive as far as attacking the closeouts. I don't think that he was necessarily thinking as much as he was in game 1 or game 2. And I just love the fact that he is responding to game speed that he's going to face here in the NBA, because we know it's going to get even better once you get into the actual games and things like that. So the fact that he's already starting to adapt like this, you can really see the flashes of potential with Noa Eessengue. Now, he didn't get a block shot today. He tried to get a block shot, but man, he got dunked on and it was vicious. But I love the fact that he went out there and he was attempting to defend the rim. And so you can see the upside with Noa Eessengue. And I can just really tell that when him and Modest, put it all together along with some terrific guard play, this is going to be a scary front line. And so I love to see the upside here from Noa Noa Eessengue. Huge improvement from game one. I thought it was an even better improvement there from game two. And so terrific outing for him. Next, I wanted to talk about Lachlan Olbrich. And so I liked Lachlan Olbrich. I thought he was terrific today. And so once again, putting up solid numbers today. And so we're going to take a look here, take a look at what he did. But today he had 12 points, -3 in the plus minus box score, 4 assists. He also had 9 rebounds as well. He was 3 of 3 from the free throw line and 4 of 6 from the field. And he was 1 of 1 from downtown. It was a nice 3-pointer there from the top of the key there. So I'd love to see that. But more importantly, I think with Lachlan Olbrich, this guy just plays tough. And I think that he's pretty crafty with the little spin moves and things that he has. He's comfortable handing the ball all at the top of the key. So I've talked about him in the dribble handoff situation and everything else. And so I think he just knows how to utilize his size inside, and he just plays tough out there. And so Lachlan Olbrich, it looks like the game is slowed down for him as well. And so he's finding his way. And so I like that. It's from both our rookies here today. So I got to give him a ton of credit. Next, I wanted to go ahead and talk about Javon Freeman Liberty, as he once again was out there scoring buckets, 18 points, plus 10 in the plus minus box score. He had 5 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 of 4 from downtown, 6 of 14 from the field. Once again, we continue to talk about him being a good source of offense here. He did play for the Windy City Bulls, and so just continuing to show what he can do as far as scoring the basketball. But I think one of the biggest stories of the game for me was Yuki. I thought that Yuki Kawamura was terrific, and I talked about this in the last game. I just think that his creativity is special. I think that his ability to attempt the passes that he does and anticipate these things the way he does, it's spectacular. I love the fact that he was hitting some rainbow shots out there. He had an and one as well. The energy seems to lift when Yuki comes out there. And honestly, man, I think that the way that Yuki has played, and then when you look at the fact that Jameer Young is on, I believe, the 2-way contract, I just wonder if the Bulls will take a much bigger, or a better look, I should say, at Yuki Kawamura, because I think that he's been terrific with the 15 points tonight, plus 14. He still had the 3 turnovers. That's something that both him and Jameer Young have struggled with. But I just think that, man, he's kind of opened up the offense when he's come out there. So 6 of 7 from the free throw line today. You see that he was 4 of 8 from the field and 1 of 3 from downtown. I love the highlights that we got from him. And so it was just good to see, man. I think that Yuki Kawamura definitely delivered off the bench with the energy. I loved everything that he brought. And so it was great to see that the rookies showed out. And then also, too, we got a chance to see Modest show out as well. And so just going into the team box score very quickly here, you can see that the Chicago Bulls definitely were a lot better than they were in game one with the turnovers there. So you see 19-20 there. So the Pacers lead in that department. The assists today, the Bulls 28-23 there. I thought that they did a terrific job as far as passing the basketball, which led to some highlight reels there. 38.5% from downtown. So a much better shooting effort for the Bulls from outside the 3-point line today. Next, the free throw line. So that was good to see. That was, I think, one of the key aspects to the last game, just not knocking down free throws. So 88.2% today. They actually led by just a slight bit there to the 88% for the Pacers. And the rebounding the basketball, 32-29. So it's always good when you're leading in that department. So anyway, you guys let me know in the comments here what you are thinking as far as your key takeaways. Was it Modest Buzelis and him coming out with vengeance here after sitting out? Was it Noa Eessengue and the way that he responded after getting a double-double? He did go out of the game before this one. So had the injury with the contusion, but came back. He looked a lot more aggressive. He's fearless. He's hunting contact out there. So I'd love to see that. Next, Lachlan Olbrich, I thought that he settled in. This is twice that he scored 12 points. He got more rebounds today. Again, Kawamura, I think, did a terrific job with the anticipation with the passes and things like that. I thought that he was solid. So anyway, you guys let me know in the comments what your key takeaway was as the Chicago Bulls beat the Indiana Pacers 114-105. We'll be talking more Summer League hoops and everything else that goes on with the Chicago Bulls. And so as we always say, look, go Bulls, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.